Hi, welcome back to my channel about the Black Man's Burden. I'm Frederick Sagerfeld. The reason why I started this channel was partly because I have a book coming out in the fall in Swedish entitled um, The Black Man's Burden. And today I'm going to talk about Heart of Darkness. Have you seen the movie Apocalypse Now? Um, it's Francis Ford Coppola's film. It came out in 1979, and with Marlon Brando as Colonel Kurtz. And Kurtz has created his own little crazy empire somewhere deep in the Southeast Asian jungle. It's during the Vietnam War. And Martin Sheen, who is now mostly known as President Bartlett in the TV series West Wing, plays a special forces soldier with orders to kill Kurtz. The movie is based on Joseph Conrad's famous book Heart of Darkness, where another Kurtz has gone rogue, so to say. And it's about the Congo, King Leopold's private colony in the Congo, where some of the most famous and heinous crimes of colonialism took place. It was terrible. Violence, repression, mass killings, slavery en masse. During King Leopold's rule of the Congo, the population diminished by 50%. Between 6 and 10 million people died. And this is, of course, the most famous crime of European colonialism, and has been widely debated. And the Heart of Darkness was in Congo, but there was a lack of light in many other places. One such place was German Southwest Africa, which we today call Namibia. In the 1880s, the Germans took control of the area, and the local population, the Herero and the Nama, they put up resistance. So Germany sent Lieutenant General Lothar von Trotha to the area to deal with the matter. And at the Battle of Waterberg in 1904, the German machine guns stood against the clubs of the Herero. And of course, when machine guns meet clubs, machine guns win. But the Germans didn't only beat the Herero, they wanted to ethnically cleanse the area. And they forced the Herero out in the desert to see them starve to death. They collected living people into heaps and burned them alive. One German soldier said, "We should burn all these dogs and baboons this way." Von Trotha later issued a famous Vernichtungsbefehl, which is German for extermination order, according to which all Herero, including women and children, armed or not, would be shot if they remained in German Southwest Africa. 80 to 85% of the Herero died, and some scholars view the experience in German Southwest Africa as a precursor to the Holocaust. Another example is Indonesia. India was for a long time a very vague concept. It was used for a lot of Oriental things. And we also talked about the East Indian archipelago. There, the Dutch established the Dutch East Indies, which is today's Indonesia. And in focus of their colonial empire was spices. And nutmeg was one of those spices. And it grew on the Banda Islands. It was not possible to grow it in many other parts of the world. So the Dutch wanted to get rid of the people there, so they killed them and deported some and replaced them with white settlers and slaves. Genocide, we call it today, for the sake of the nutmeg. Another example, the Tasmanian tiger It was the largest known carnivorous marsupial of modern times, and it was long gone from the Australian mainland when the British settlers came there. But in Tasmania, they confronted the animal, and it competed with Europeans for farming and so on, and it was soon hunted out of existence. Pretty much the same thing happened to the Tasmanian humans. In fact, the last Tasmanian human drew its last breath in 1905, more than three decades before the last Tasmanian tiger died. These crimes are the foundation against which European colonialism must be seen. Please subscribe. That was all for this week, and we'll see you again next week. Bye bye.